We're going to do back ribs tonight on a weeknight in less than an hour in the pressure cooker, the Instant Pot. So I am just doing a simple recipe. I'm not prepared usually to do a marinade overnight, so I'm just going to stick the ribs into the pot, add some water, some onion for flavor, and some salt. And we're going to let that cook in the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to make a barbecue sauce, but you can use your favorite sauce and stick it in the oven to get the barbecue rib flavor.
Dude, that's a lot of meat.
5.5 pounds of ribs. And this is what we can get at Costco. So it's just 2 racks that I've cut into 4 parts. And I'm going to stand them up in the pot. Just like this. I think this one should go in the middle. Anyways, they'll fit in there, no problem. Okay, I'm just going to wash my hands before I salt. Normally I would do these ribs over the stove and boil them for an hour, but it's only 15 minutes in the pressure cooker, so it's going to be much faster. Just throw in some onion just for some flavor since I didn't use a dry rub or anything. And I'm going to pour in 2 cups of water. And that is it. So I'm just going to put it into the Instant Pot. And I'm going to put the lid on, lock it in place, make sure it's on sealing. And I'm going to manually input the time in. I'm going to choose meat. I'm going to bring it down to 15 minutes. I'm using the Duo 7-in-1 today. My Smart Pot was recalled, but I will have the script available on my website so you don't have to manually enter the number if you're using a Smart Pot. But in the meantime, I am using the Duo, and I just entered. It's pretty much just high pressure for 15 minutes. And so now we're just going to let it do its thing. And while we're doing that, I am going to get my barbecue sauce started. So I'm just going to throw all of my ingredients into this pot, and we're going to let it boil on the stove. So I've got the most ridiculous bottle of barbecue sauce. I got this at Costco also, but the spout is just ridiculous. It takes forever to pour anything out. So I want a cup of barbecue sauce. Let's see how much can come out. There's actually about 2 cups left in there, but I'm sure my husband, the videographer, can speed this up.
But it's a cool looking bottle.
No, whatever. It's ridiculous. I want 3 cups of ketchup. This is probably the slowest way ever. Okay, I'll open the lid. I'm just eyeballing about a tablespoon of Worcester. 3 tablespoons of steak sauce. Juice of 1 lemon. I'm using a Meyer lemon here. It's a little bit sweeter than regular lemons, but that's what I have in my fridge. So you might not want to use as much if you're using a regular lemon. Maybe just half a regular lemon. 2 pieces of garlic, or 3 cloves of garlic. Just going to crush that in here. And 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Then we're going to put that on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for 20 minutes. Okay, the ribs are done. I'm just going to release the pressure. Ready? Take this part. Looking good. I'm just going to move the racks ribs over to the pan. So I'm just going to cut them into individual bones so I can get all my sauce to cover each piece. So the barbecue sauce, I heated it up on medium to boil, and then I turned it down to about medium low, and I let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. And now I'm going to just baste it on the ribs. Try to get it all over each piece because I like having sauce on all of my ribs and not just the top, which is why I cut them into individual ribs instead of a whole rack of ribs. And I'm going to stick them in the broiler for a few minutes to brown. I think today we'll have some sauce left over to dip it in as well. I'm just going to do another round because I have a lot of sauce here. Make sure everything is coated nicely. When you're broiling, you make sure that you leave the oven ajar so that your food doesn't actually burn in there, and you can just watch the top of the food browning up. Oh, look at that. It's too bad we don't have a barbecue, otherwise we could have just finished it off on the barbecue. But that was 6 to 8 minutes under the broiler. We can just serve it with the extra barbecue sauce. There you go. Less than an hour. Got ribs galore. If you enjoyed the video, please like below and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, please leave me a comment. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for cutting me off there.
Sorry.